give you something to think about if you are an open-minded person. It could be a big fat lie. It's not a lie, I'm not lying, but could be a stupid concept. From my perspective, from my reality, is not. Oh, look at that! That's a COVID testing site. It's freaking big. Oh, so people go in with a car, sit in a car. Probably, I don't think they get out. They're like a big, huge tent. So about viruses. Anyway, so I haven't thought about the COVID testing, but it's related to what I'm going to say now. I'm on a highway in White Rock, South Surrey somewhere, and I need to get out to the highway. So this little creature, like a unicellular creatures, and even little bit more complex ones, how they figure out ways to survive. You would think the way the school teaches people, teaches kids, that all these creatures have a very simple nervous system that helps them to learn the environment and adapt and survive. That's kind of a basic stuff you learn. But when you see these very simple creatures that do something that appear like they have some intelligence, how they do it? Okay, because there's no brain. It's like maybe a few cells of brain there, or like a blob of matter that it doesn't resemble the brain. It's just a thing that helps them to process some signals from their sensors and put out some other signals that makes that creature do something. So even they don't have muscles, they still have a system to navigate the world, right? So they will not sit in one spot. They will kind of roam around. So how is that possible? You see, beside the, let's say, interfacing with the environment, learning where is their food supply, how to defend from the elements and all that. But when you pay attention, you will see that they kind of think. So they detect prey, they kind of follow prey, maybe they inject maybe a little substance into the prey. How they do it? Because it requires a little bit of intelligence and learning. So where is that much intelligence crammed into a small space and into very small amount of cells, nervous cells? We don't even know if they have real neurons like humans do, and how they function. Because it's really interesting. Let's say you see carnivore plants. They have an interesting mechanism. And where is the brain on a carnivore plant? Where is the brain? So it's of course automatic. It's all automatic. But if you pay attention to some of these things, you see that they developed and they adopted a very smart system that helps them to survive. So I need to stop for the bus here. So it's really interesting and cool and smart. I have a big long ladder sticking out in the front and on the back, so I need to kind of pay attention to the traffic more than often. So what I'm going to say before I get to the customer, my belief is that all these little simple creatures or maybe not all the species, but lots of species, including fish, including birds. When you see the stalks of birds flying around, not hitting each other, and following some patterns and doing some really weird stuff, and you think, oh, it's like a tiny brain. How they do that? Or you see jellyfish on stuff, or you see viruses that adapt and predict and kind of figure the weaknesses into the host. And you would say, oh yeah, it's adaptation, they built in mechanism over thousands of years. But in order to build those adaptation mechanisms, you need to have a system that recognizes. So they don't have anything. It's like a one cell organism. So first you need to recognize the changes into the host, because it's like a cat and mouse. One is running, one is chasing. And they have to look. They have to sense. How they sense the changes. And now you see the virus mutations, and the virus mutation makes the virus more aggressive or more efficient, I would say. How this is possible? Oh yeah, some mutation that just happened, like some nuclear particle or some stuff, caused some DNA changes. Oh yeah, seriously. So it's all random, like all these beautiful trees are just random, right? It's like their crown and leaves are all over the place, like they fly, they don't stick together. It's like no system that makes them a plant that function in a specific way. No, it's like some plant, like leaves fly, leaves grow. No, everything is done perfectly. It's like trees are perfect. Even they don't appear perfect for us, because we have some expectation about what beauty was supposed to be from our perspective. But if you let go of control, if you think, I think everything is beautiful. The mountains, they look like some rugged shapes, like they have no shape. It's just some random stuff. Okay, how the atoms into those boulders and rocks and big mountains stay together, they keep that shape that ensures something here in my life, like the snow caps, the rivers and all that. All is kind of an intricate system that helps me have a good life here. If the mounts were different, if the trees were different or unstable, or just random trees growing because of some stupid design, my life would not be the same. I guarantee. So if we let go of control, being some big gods, mini gods, that we have to have the environment according to our desire, then who is going to suffer? Are we that big in order to change in a major way? No, we scratch the surface of the earth and that's it. So going back to the viruses, how they function. So my guess here, after thinking, maybe I'm not very smart, my guess is that this is neuronal network. So all these viruses connect in a subtle way. It doesn't mean they connect physically the way we understand the biology. Doesn't mean they have some sort of senses. They might have some electrical senses that sense each other, and those electrical signals might contain information. Okay, I have one here, one virus here, one virus here, one of my partner, or one bird is there, I sense it. So in a bird's case, they have more senses than the viruses. So they can see each other, they start adapting their flights and their hunting pattern, like the wolves, they act in a pack. So that's obvious, but they are very simple creatures that they don't really have ways to see. Okay, and they still act like a big intelligent group. So how these things work? So like I said, my guess is the simpler the organism, the more need to survive it has. So a single virus would not be able to survive, because the virus goes into a host that generally has an immune system. So one single virus will not really do much. But when they act as a together, as a large number, like let's say a group of viruses, they have more power to succeed. I don't know how the sperm works. Maybe sperm, they have the same type of way, you know. Probably they help each other. Go. They help each other until they figured, okay, we have one or two or three stronger, but we make our way together, so we have higher chance to succeed. Otherwise, and if you look at the sperm, they all have a direction. So there is no vacuum. Let's say you might think, oh, there is a vacuum in a fallopian tube that is absorbing the sperm, the cells, straight to the ovaries to meet the egg. It's not like that. It's the studies show that the sperm, they swim and they have a clear direction. They know where to go. And when everyone knows where to go, it's like they increase the chance of success. And my guess, and I'm not expert on that, I'm just making up stuff. My guess is that the viruses do exactly the same thing. They know exactly how to get to the weak areas or to the cells or something. They have some sort of a specific mechanism, and they help each other like a bigger brain. So they connect, maybe physically or energetically. So I don't want to go around and touch the energy field type of topic, because then people think, oh yeah, I'm a crazy dude talking some crap. But let's stick it with the material side of things. This thing connect, maybe electrical signals, or is that my building? No, this next one, or some sort of other type of system that they use to communicate and recognize the signals of each other. And when they communicate, they form a larger brain. It's like a thinking organism. The larger organism, they have a larger brain, so they can work independently, so they don't have to rely on each other. But in case of single cells, or let's say very limited brain type of systems, they would have to connect and make and form a neuronal network in order to survive and navigate through life. So let you go. I got to a customer, and I hope it opens some thinking, or maybe someone did already some research and proved that this is the way. So talk to you soon. Bye bye.